You at your very best. That's right, the 7 life coaching circles for personal growth and performance and improvement. Personal growth and performance improvement. Let's see if we can do that. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Goethe said that. A bit of an introduction. Let me tell you a story. I was planning a presentation on setting goals and creating your own life destiny for a group of young professionals. In preparing for that talk, I sent a letter to each of the participants asking them to tell me what their hopes were for the coming presentation. I then received a number of very, very good replies. But I was struck by a woman who responded very simply, "I want to get real good at being me." As I read her response, I said, "That's it. That is a noble mission. To be fully authentic, and then within that authenticity, to be able to seek personal growth, performance improvement, and excellence." Well, that's the coaching experience, and that's what it's about. And it's committed to helping people do that and do so with no envy. That's right. Authenticity is the alignment of head, mouth, heart, and feet, thinking, saying, feeling, and doing the same thing consistently. This builds trust, and followers love leaders they can trust. Lance Secretan shared that with me. Authenticity with no envy. You know, there's a delightful children's story, many of you are familiar with it, entitled The Velveteen Rabbit by Marjorie Williams. Now, in the story, a stuffed children's velveteen rabbit is so loved and handled and embraced by the children that, guess what happens? Through the years, it loses all of its outward glamour. The glory of being beautiful velveteen, however, it's gone. However, even though the rabbit loses the outward beauty of being a velveteen rabbit, in going through the trials and tribulations of being loved and close to others, the stuffed rabbit becomes a real rabbit. It is a latter-day story like Pinocchio, where the wooden puppet becomes real. Yeah, becomes real. These stories illustrate one of the key goals in what we're trying to do in the coaching experience: helping another person become fully authentic. Authentic is real, true to its origins, genuine, not a copy. To be fully authentic is to embrace our unique originality. To live as a fully original person is a source of joy, meaning, and personal power. All good things which exist are the fruits of originality. That's right. John Stuart Mill shared that with me. However, the great enemy of originality is envy. You see, envy is the practice and feeling of discontent and resentment by desiring the possessions and qualities of another person. Many of the problems that we have in our life come from envy. Many people seek the qualities, the characteristics, and the positions of others, believing that possessing them will make them happy, effective, and successful. Unfortunately, most goal setting, most personal development, and success programs lead people in the direction of envy rather to an inner journey into personal discovery, originality, uniqueness, and personal excellence. Yeah. Too often, these programs encourage people to be like somebody else, rather than true to themselves. Unfortunately, there is so much in our society today which encourages people to practice envy. Hundreds of thousands of advertising messages tell us that we need what we don't have, but that others do. Our celebrity culture encourages millions of people to look up, to seek to be like someone else. Business performance programs and sales events encourage many people to be like the stars and fast trackers in the business or industry. Some have noticed that the opposite of charity is envy. I've also noted that most of our self-destructive emotions flow from envy. That's right. A note of caution. We can never achieve goals that envy sets for us. Looking at your friends and wishing you had what they had is a waste of precious energy, because we are all unique. What makes another person happy may do the opposite for you. That's why advice is nice, but often disappointing when needed. Marcus Buckingham shared that with me. Now, the coaching experience is different. It does not seek to change a person into the style and substance of another, but to help another, him or her, live authentically and effectively and make a contribution to others. The real challenge is to coach, and the client is the same one that the woman in my story gave herself. How to be really good at being you. Responsibility, along with a strong emphasis on authenticity. The coaching experience encourages us, encourages you, and encourages the client to take full responsibility for his or her own growth and personal and professional development. Being fully responsible is a key to successful living. Today, the terms accountability and responsibility are thrown about a great deal. However, these virtues are preached more than they are ever observed. You know that. Now, we seek to be different. You as a coach, maybe as a client, you challenge the client to seek, discover, and use his or her special gift, grace, or unique ability in a way that is worthy, valuable, and makes a difference. If you're a coach, you remind your client that it is not his or her family situation, the company, the economy, or the government that bears any burden or responsibility for our success and well-being. We are responsible for our success and for our failures. Our situations may be graced or cursed, but we must own them, perhaps even embrace them, and seek our own destiny. Here we go, destiny. Authenticity without envy, responsibility with accountability is the key to developing our own unique ability, personality, and giftedness that will affect our personal destiny. Now, as a coach, you continually challenge the client as well as challenge yourselves to acquire new knowledge, new skills, new resources. In doing so, the client is not being asked to change who he or she is, but instead being challenged to change how he or she lives in key areas of their life. Changing how you live will change your destiny. We're trying to help ourselves and help clients live differently. We guide them to a life development model that seeks to fill in with life-changing wisdom, sound strategy, and new behaviors in what we call the 7 life coaching circles. Your destiny is to fulfill those things upon which you focused most intently. So choose to keep your focus on that which is truly magnificent, beautiful, uplifting, and joyful. Your life is always moving towards something. Thank you, Ralph Marston. Now here we go. The 7 life coaching circles. Our coaching work helps on helping the client fill in what we call the 7 life coaching circles. Now, as each person takes steps to fill in these life circles with information, inspiration, insight, life strategies, habits of the heart and soul, and positive action, it will change his or her destiny because it will cause him or her to live differently. Different living brings a different destiny. Experience shows that remarkable human beings who achieve remarkable results live out their lives by filling in these circles with powerful and positive life practices. These 7 personal growth and performance circles are improving circles of life, and they are as follows: personal passion and joy, purpose and focus on what is important. Number 3, principles to guide our passion and purpose in taking action. Number 4, possessing personal poise and power. Number 5, taking thoughtful action. Number 6, seeking partners and acquiring outside resources. And number 7, practicing personal attraction. Now, here are the details, and each detail section has a coaching principle that says it all in one sentence. Here we go. Personal passion and joy. Passion is always possessed by those who seek greatness. It is one of the qualities of greatness. But passionate feeling about what is profound and vital is also sought by those who want to be better and to improve their performance. Because what you love, you do better at. For what you love and what you are passionate about, you may even suffer for. That's right. In fact, one of the meanings of passion is to suffer. Passionate people are deeply moved by what drives them and what moves them and what directs them and what leads them. They may suffer a great deal to achieve what is important for them and vital to them. Yes, far better is it to dare mighty things and to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered by failure, than to rank with those poor spirits who neither enjoy nor suffer much because they live in a gray twilight zone that knows not victory nor defeat. You know who that said? That was Theodore Roosevelt. Unfortunately, most people live passively and not passionately. As the coach and client, you seek to discover, is there any passionate pulse and flame in the heart that can and should be fanned in order to live with greater authenticity and performance, with greater performance improvement? Taking the journey down in the pursuit of personal passion and joy is the first circle that should be explored for personal growth and performance. Think about that. Okay, now, there are thousands of ways to do this, either in conversation, assessment, or observation. However, there are 3 questions to which we seek to discover the answer that might give us some indication as to the point of our personal passion. Here they are. Number 1, could I be made for something? Passionate people often believe that they truly were made for something. They believe that there may be some spiritual, transcendental, or metaphysical reason why they are on planet Earth. Most people are not made for anything in particular. They simply discover what helps them deal with the day. and assure perhaps a reasonable future and destiny. However, there may be people who truly were made for something. What could it be that you were made for? Both coach and client need to ask and answer and share the answer to that question. Okay, what gives you great energy? Nothing significant happens unless energy has been created, leveraged, sustained, and directed. In fact, the creating, leveraging, sustaining, and directing of personal energy is fundamental to all of our success in life. Unfortunately, most of the things that we do every day simply drain our energy. They tire us out. They burn us out. They steal our joy. Both coach and client need to discover what it is, what activity, what cause, what sense of purpose gives them great energy. Number 3, what gives deep gladness and joy? The late writer Frederick Buechner says that we are all in pursuit of a vocation, and that vocation may even be a calling, something that we may be made for or heard about and have responded to. Buechner says that our vocation may be where our deep gladness and the world's deep hunger meet. That too is vital to what we hope to achieve in our life and work. It helps both coach and client find what gives us joy and how that joy can serve a noble purpose. And that is deep gladness. Find a place inside where there's joy, and the joy will burn out the pain, said Joseph Campbell. Now, these are the 3 questions upon which we can begin the coaching conversation as to what might be our personal passion and joy. The client then understands that passionate feelings and taking action in order to live with and live out these feelings is what they are called to do if they want to seek personal greatness, grow and improve their performance. The coach and the client need to discover if there are any passionate feelings and intentions in this circle of life, and then what should we do about it? That's right. The coaching experience principle is do what you love to do in your life, work, and business. Now, purpose and focus on what is important. Now, the passionate circle of life connects and leads us to the circle of life that asks the coach and client to seriously think about their present life and business purpose so that they can focus their energy and take effective action. Purpose and focus on what is important is vital to effective living. Peter Kostenbaum, a business philosopher and consultant, says that without a sense of purpose, we cannot make a good decision about what to do each morning. What a challenge that is. When the coach and the client are serious about seeking purpose and direction in his or her life, the coach helps the client to do this on 2 levels. The first level is what we call the eternal. This is not to be overly philosophical, nor to lead us into some great spiritual reality, but it can do that. The coach and the client seek to see if either believes that his or her life has an ongoing purpose, non-changing purpose that is unique for them. For those who are inclined to feel that such a transcendental view of their life is important, the coach and client need to deal with what might be the eternal purposes and realities that they need to focus on and bring to the important stage of their life. Now, the other level is one that everybody must deal with, the situational. Here, both coach and client look at the client's situation and they seek to determine if there is some specific right now situation that will determine their purpose and mission for the here and now. Whether you believe in eternal purpose and focus is relevant, but to be effective and to improve your performance, you must believe in a situational purpose and focus and seek to discover what it is. Don't dwell on what went wrong. Instead, focus on what to do next. Spend your energies on moving forward toward finding the answer. Dennis Waitley helped me see that many years ago. Our present purpose is expressed and discovered by looking at two overused but yet powerful words that, when fully understood, can help both the coach and the client focus on what is important and what should be a priority. Those words are vision and mission. Now, let's see how these two are related and what they specifically mean. Here we go. Vision is seen. When a person has a vision, it is based on what they see. A life or business vision is an attempt to discover a possibility. What do you see out in the future that could be? Vision is seeing the possibility. Coach and client attempt to discover what can be or what should be the vision for life and business right now. Mission is doing. As we have mentioned in previous chapters of the coaching experience and in other publications, only 3% of the population have taken the time to truly discover what it is they want out of their lives and to live with the purpose, the poise, and the plan to truly crowd out distractions and have focused concentration. That's right, only 3%. A man with money is no match against a man on a mission. Doyle Brunson taught me that. A person's purpose and mission will come by asking these 4 questions. Here we go. Number 1, what do you want to have? This is the stuff of life. Stuff is not vital, but it is important. There are things that we want to have that will make life good, pleasant, and even pleasurable. Okay? Number 2, what do you want to do? Here you take the time. You take the purpose to a higher level. Having is important. Doing is even more important. On your purpose plan, what is it you want to do? Number 3, what do you want to become? This takes it to an even higher level. It is not just doing, but becoming. This is where our purpose begins to affect and powerfully impact our character. What do you want to become as a person? As a person who makes a difference? As a person who makes a contribution? As a person who serves others? This leads us to the next question. Here we go. What do you want to help or serve? Who do you want to help or serve? That's right, and this is the most important question of all. One of the truths of life is that we are here to serve and help others. In seeking to discover both a business and a life purpose, it is helpful to ask, who do we want to serve? Who are the life and business clients and customers that we want to reach out and touch and help? It is based on the belief that in order to help yourself and improve your performance, you must help others. You must help others improve their situation and improve their performance. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. Tolstoy. Think about that. Okay, with these thoughts in mind, the coach and the client help people discover the answer to these questions. Who am I? To what am I called? Or what do I want to do? Based on that, who do I want to become? Based on who I am and what I have become, who am I called to help, serve, and make a positive contribution? In effect, it helps one see vision, what they are called to do, mission, and then see the results from what they do become a reality. Well, this is the end of part 1 of this 7 circles, but we will continue on part 2, and we'll finish up with the 5 more circles that will help give us a guide to what we should do for ourselves so that we can do things for others. We'll be back. Please reach out to me, Stan Houston, at stan@witradio.net. Witradio.net is our website, and 520-664-7002 USA.